The Blazers softball team will soon be entering postseason in 2 weeks. They will take on that journey after facing Auburn Montgomery and West Florida. Their conference tournament will be hosted in Oxford, Alabama. If they pull out with a win in the championship game, that will solidify a spot in the regional tournament. So far, the Blazers softball team has done a great job in the conference play with the 18-6 overall record, so the conference tournament shouldn't be a problem. Right now, the Blazers softball team is tied for 3 due to their loss to Alabama Huntsville. Since they got swept, of course the Blazers had to go down some, but that does not stop them on wanting to reach victory in the end. As mentioned before, the loss to Alabama Huntsville did play a part in their dropping in the conference tournament, but it did not hold them to any damage. So let's talk about this Alabama Huntsville game. What happened? So of course they lost the first 2, and then we came out in the third game and Morgan Hill hit a home run that was a great leadoff to give us a little bit of fire under our belt. And then Taylor Macera wanted to be selfish, as people say, and did the same for her and hit another solo home run, which put us up from 2-0. This indeed was an offensive game for both teams, as UAH decided to score 3 runs in the second inning, and then decided to continue to score, which would end the second inning in 5-2. Of course, that doesn't really matter to the Blazers softball team, as they are known for their offensive fire and their offensive flame. This flame did not die, where in the top of the 5th, Jamie was able to get a hit, which soon followed by Abby's hit, and then Taylor Lewis got hit by a pitch, which made us have 2 people on base. And then we pitched hit for Lexi Patterson, a freshman, and she blasted a 3-run bomb to make it 7-6 ball game. Despite their great efforts to fight back, unfortunately, the Blazers ended up falling to 6-7 to Alabama Huntsville. The Blazers now are preparing in practice to make sure that they are capable to beat Auburn Montgomery. Of course, this is a battle, as Auburn Montgomery kicked them out of conference tournament last year and also took the series against them at home. So this is always going to be that rubber match and that match of fight, and whoever doesn't fight is the team that ends up losing. So if they take the Auburn Montgomery game, they should solidify a spot in region tournament. So let's say they solidify a spot in region tournament but lose out in conference tournament. What happens? Well, simply nothing. Nothing happens. Although they want a conference tournament ring and they want that conference championship ring, if they do lose but they still are in region, they still have a postseason. They still will be able to come home from conference tournament, learn why they lost, and then look to get better. So this is actually a reflection of what happened last year. They ended up getting kicked out by Auburn Montgomery, and they ended up being in regions, taking 2 games away from Tampa to get in the Super Regionals, and then AUM beat them out again. So this would be a great matchup to make sure that we as Blazer Nation show up to the games and support them as they try to take games away from AUM. If they so happen to win the series against AUM, which means take at least 2 games away from them, the road to region will seem to be hopeful. Of course, they won't be ranked as high now due to their losses of the 3 games they lost against Alabama Huntsville, but it shouldn't pose any problem in region play, and we are sure to be able to see all these teams in the conference tournament, and just to make sure that we handle business while we're there. Be sure to continue to look up and research the Blazer softball game so you can come out and support their home game on April 29th against West Florida, as that is another conference play, our last conference game before conference tournament. So be sure to come out and support, and go Blazers.